Good day, this is Seewing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network, and today's episode is another VA foreclosure presentation. Before I begin, let's go over the top 10 reasons to buy VA foreclosures. I'm just going to touch on two of them. You can read over this on your own and pause this video button and try to digest all the tremendous benefit, the top 10 reasons. Of course, 5% down for Vendee Financing investment loans are the most important. And secondly, of course, positive cash flow as a result. And let me see what else. That's basically it. I mean, it's just it's an amazing program for those that qualify. So speaking of the qualification that is needed to obtain 5% down VA loan for investors, you must have at least 2 years of real estate investment experience, which is documented by your federal tax return reporting the two rental properties performance. Okay, and other than that, to enter my program, I'm going to ask you to pay me in advance $1,997 processing fee, submission fee, consulting fee, however you call it, is a non-refundable under any circumstances. I will help you. It's a per property situation. Okay, those are the only two critical requirements. Other than that, then if you have those criterias, then it'll be awesome for you to undertake this program, which will potentially change your real estate financial life forever. All right, so with that in mind, let's go over the today's property. I'm presenting this property just came back into the market for whatever reason. There was a some sort of a cancellation from the previous buyer. We do not know why, and we'll never know why because they will not disclose that. But this person's loss is your gain for those of you that have the ability to pull the trigger. So this property is 152,500. It's a listing price, VA listing price, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1660 square foot, and is located in San Antonio. Right, San Antonio is one of the top markets in the country for the last few years now, and I so I know very much about this market because I was stationed there, active duty U.S. Army back in 1984 to 85, long time ago. So I particularly love this location. It's right smack between. If you look at the Zillow map, I was stationed in the U.S. Army Fort Sam Houston, which is a mere few miles to the west, located. What's the location? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Here's the dot. Here's where the property is located, and yeah, located in Alamo Heights, U.S. Army Fort Sam Houston, and then you have Randolph Air Force Base, which is up here. See, right smack in the middle. So excellent location, close to everything, the freeway, all the amenities everywhere. So this is a prime rental spot for many tenants. And so San Antonio, Texas, not only has been the nation's top 5 growth real estate market, population growth, economic growth, job growth, everything, all readily continue to grow. So, and furthermore, if you could look at the rental meter, the what I always do with each property, it'll help me with my research and due diligence, allow me to do most of it. So you don't have to do it, right? Since I know the market so well. Anyway, I look at the property location, and for the past 12 months, in a mere 2-mile radius, you have a whopping 126 homes that are being rented. So in the 2-mile radius, so that goes to show you this is a tremendous rental demand in this area. currently and for the foreseeable future, I would have to say because of the close proximity to U.S. Army Fort Sam Houston, which is one of the leading medical training posts for the all the military branches, not just the Army. But yeah, it's a medical training post, very, very prestigious actually. And then of course Randolph Air Force Base to the east. So you're gonna, I have to presume that your potential tenant, I would say around 80% of your tenant could be a active duty U.S. Army or the Air Force, and the other 20% potentially could be, you know, regular people out there that need a place to rent and they would love to rent this house. Okay, so this is amazing, right? 126 homes, they're all showing being rented in this close by. So you can see the rental comps, the square footage and all that stuff. So this property could rent anywhere from 1,350 to 1,500 for that matter. So so suffice to say, the long-term prospect is very good in this area in San Antonio, and it's a very low risk market, and for years has been like this. Okay, so we're extremely confident of it. So let me continue on with this property, and it's typically 10 to 20% below fair market value because it is a foreclosure. But the estimated repair is probably around $10,000 out of your pocket. So incorporate that because that's your expectation. So let's look at briefly inside the house. 13 pictures. Outside looks very nice, cookie cutter, if you will. All right, and inside is pretty nice, pretty clean, all fixed up. Just some minor repairs, some fix some water leaks and paint the walls and change the carpet maybe, and some other minor cosmetic repairs, and you should be ready to go, right? So let me see the backyard, and so a very nice turnkey, potentially functionable, rentable house for years to come. All right, and all right, so let's go on to see what else is here. Again, this house was on Zillow for a while, but it's back into the market. It's close to everything, as I stated earlier, minutes to Fort Sam, Houston, Texas, to San Antonio, BAMC, the medical center, Randolph Air Force Base, close to all the malls, multiple supermarkets, HEBs, everything. Okay, so 5% down. The year was built 2007, and very nice backyard, 6,090 square foot backyard. So everything looks good. All right, and let me see what else we can see here. The rental value is almost $1,400 per month. That's a low amount. I believe you can rent this for more, especially when you fix up the house before you rent it out. The school typically 3 out of 10 to 5 out of 10 based on zeros criteria. So I would say this neighborhood is a B class neighborhood, so which is very good. Okay, and other than that, let me see. Let's go over the cash flow analysis of this property. Then we can conclude this review. All right, San Antonio. Here we go. 152.5. At least that's the original VA listing price. You put 5% down payment, which is only $7,625 down payment at 5%. Plus your closing costs of $4,000, and then the estimated repair of another $10,000 out of your pocket. So initial cash invested is only $22,625 projection. So very low amount for the leverage that you're going to get to purchase this great property for long-term buy and hold. An excellent tenant, especially active duty soldiers are the best tenant out there. So you're not going to see too much crime, if at all, because military people are very disciplined. They have to be. They do not want themselves to be subject to the uniform code of military justice if they default on their monthly tax-free housing allowance stipend that they are giving to live off post. So no reason why they will default not to say they're not going to do it. There will always going to be some small percentage of people who deviate from the norm. You never know, but this is clearly is a very low risk market for long-term investors such as you guys out there. All right, so the gross rent is $13.75. It's probably more, but let's be conservative. I'm going to under promise and over deliver in this situation. So let's go over the standard format. All right, you know how it goes. The estimated gross rent monthly is $13.75 minus 5% vacancy, which is equal to operating income of $13.06. Then minus the somewhat high property tax in Texas. We all know that. $269 per month, and insurance $53 per month. And then the property management fee of 10%. We have some excellent property managers located in that location. We have promoted San Antonio over the years, and I know the property manager quite well there. So small little HOA fee, $12 a month, and the maintenance factor is 5% over time. Equal operating expenses 507, and then your loan, the 95% loan that you're getting at a tremendous 3.75% interest rate, which is mind-boggling low. Okay, so your monthly for your mortgage is 670. So operating income, net operating income 799 minus your mortgage 671. So your net monthly cash flow is $128. So all the numerical indicators seems good benchmark, almost 1%. Rent to value ratio, which is good. Capitalization rate 6.3%. Cash and cash return 7%. Total ROI is 32%. All right, so everything looks really good. All right, so that's pretty much it. This property will be, as always, all the properties that we promote for our investors with respect to the VA foreclosures are all multiple offer situation, tremendous demands, low supply, and very, very healthy, fast moving market, not just San Antonio, but everywhere else that we're promoting. So, okay, thank you so much. This is Seewing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.